everybody. Welcome to What's Up. We have an awesome show today. Our producer Jacob went and talked to the homecoming king and queen. We're going to talk to some people about the Nearly Naked Mile that's coming up. Nick is going to embarrass us all a whole lot later. But first, we have our first What's Hot topic. We're going to talk about good old Ken Bone. Ken Bone.
Who?
Ken Bone.
Explain what Ken Bone is.
Ken Bone, at the town hall meeting, or the town hall debate last week, Ken Bone was a man who stood up and asked the candidates about their energy resources and sustainability. And we have a little clip of him right now, so let's take a look.
What steps will your energy policy take to meet our energy needs, while at the same time remaining environmentally friendly and minimizing job loss for fossil power plant workers?
I don't see how I could not have worn the red sweater this morning. It's more famous than me. I just had to bring myself along. I went from last night having 7 Twitter followers, 2 of which were my grandmother because she had to remake her account when she forgot her password, to now I have several hundred. I don't know why they care what I have to say, but I'm glad they're engaged in the political process.
And that is Ken Bone, guys. And I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's his red sweater. I don't know if it's his mustache, but America immediately fell in love with Ken Bone.
America has chosen Ken Bone.
Ken Bone, ladies and gentlemen. He's a meme now all over the internet. He is just everywhere, and he's so sweet and kind. And why do you guys think America loves him so much?
I think that maybe, like, now that I'm thinking about it, because I didn't, until we were told that this is what we're going to be talking about today, I had no clue who Ken Bone was.
Yeah.
But now that I've watched the video, I think that maybe Ken was a breath of fresh air from the debate of just, like, bashing and not really being clear on things and just kind of being annoying. But then you see this sweet man who's just like, what do you think about energy resources? And now everybody's in love with him because he was kind.
Well, my question is now that we know Ken Bone, now that the world has seen Ken Bone, apparently he's doing really well with all his mass following now. It's like, did he actually come up with that question? Like, that's my question now.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Because I've always wondered, I wonder if they just hand them,
like if they
hand
just
them a
hand
card.
people questions.
I don't know.
to ask?
I'm not sure about that, but I watched the debate, and the next day people were talking about Ken Bone, the guy in the red sweater. I had no idea who they were talking about, so I really don't understand why people care so much. I think the one thing that I think is kind of interesting about it is everybody there was wearing like professional looking clothes, and then there he is in this bright red sweater.
Why? Did you hear why?
Yeah, I did. I think it was something about he spilled something on himself.
No,
or
he
something.
ripped
the
his
suit
jacket.
was a little tight for him. He didn't know, and
Oh.
he sat down in his car and the butt ripped out.
Oh,
And
okay.
so,
Okay.
and the red
Bone.
sweater has sold out on Amazon.
Oh my
I saw that
goodness.
article today.
Ken Bone, thank you so much for being a breath of fresh air for America. Stay tuned, guys, and when we come back, we have more What's Hot for you right here. Hey guys, welcome back. Our next What's Hot topic, we are going to be talking about Amy Schumer. She had a comedian show in Tampa Bay, Florida, and she started making some jokes about Donald Trump. And then there were Donald Trump supporters in the audience who started booing her, and she kept talking about him, and they kept booing her, and so she had security escort them out. And then eventually, it's estimated that 200 people got up and left Amy Schumer's show because she was making jokes about Donald Trump. So do you guys think that comedians and celebrities, just people who are always on TV in general, are they too involved in politics? Is being a celebrity becoming too political?
No, I feel as if they're people too. I mean, are people going to say civilians are too into politics? That's not fair. They deserve an opinion too. I think maybe I'll leave it there. We'll get into it farther later.
No, I agree with that, but I think one of the things to look at are celebrities, athletes, comedians, whatever. They're in the public sphere. People look up to them, and so they base. A lot of the times, people will base what they think on what their favorite celebrity thinks, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there comes a time when celebrities, they're not politicians. They're not experts on these things, so you can't take what they're saying as like fact. A lot of the times, you have to explore what they're saying to you. But I do think they're good. I think it is good that celebrities and comedians are involved because it does get more people paying attention to it.
I think it's kind of interesting too if you're looking at especially like Saturday Night Live. You know, they bash Donald Trump every week, and you know they're still having millions and millions of followers. In fact, I would say even Donald Trump supporters follow him. So I think honestly, I think she cracked some jokes. I think she cracked it in the wrong area. I think she cracked it with the wrong crowd, and it just made some people upset. I think that's basically it, and I'm sure she's going to learn from that. I think the interesting thing about it, though, is that this shows a lot about geographical. Because, you know, if she's going to crack jokes in, like, the southern states, you know, that's more likely to happen. But if you're in more western states, you know, you're not so much going to see that.
Also, I think something that kind of bothered me about this, I think we all know where we all stand based on politics from previous shows, but I would not have been offended. I wouldn't have got up and left.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching her. The thing is, why are people upset about Donald Trump saying this, but then she's allowed to make vulgar jokes as well? Celebrities are allowed to say things of vulgarity, and comedians are allowed to say whatever they want, but the minute she says that and talks badly about someone else, people are laughing or people are getting mad. But it's not the same way when Donald Trump talks about it. And is it only because he's a presidential candidate? Does that just write off people who aren't supposed to be held to a higher standard?
Or is it because she's a woman? Because you do get a lot of that. So
Exactly.
And I think everyone's right now with this election. You can go on the good old Facebook page and check it out. Everyone is so sensitive about
They
this
are.
election.
You cannot say
And so-
anything anymore.
And so nowadays, I mean, everyone's so sensitive. You can't combine the two.
I just don't think, like, did they not expect Amy Schumer to make jokes? They went to see a comedy show, and
Yeah, I
you
think you're
paid
exactly
money
right. Yeah.
to go watch her be a comedian. So I just don't understand why.
And they're gonna joke
like,
about
if it's
issues
gonna,
now,
yeah, if it's gonna offend you, you could just be like, oh, okay, well, don't laugh.
Also, I found myself on YouTube over the weekend watching Jimmy Fallon and Donald Trump himself making jokes about Donald Trump on the Tonight Show.
yeah.
So, you know.
Well, all right, guys, stick around because after the break we have more What's Hot for you. So stay tuned.
MSU is learning.
School spirit.
Teamwork! MSU is Greek. MSU is diverse.
Historical.
Beautiful.
MSU is educational.
Fitness.
It's hands-on.
MSU is the sound.
MSU is art.
MSU is potential.
MSU is much more.
Welcome back to What's Up. We are going to talk about now the new cover boy. There is a cover boy, guys. CoverGirl has been around for 60 years, and in all 60 years, it has never had a cover boy until now. His name is James Charles. He's 17 years old, and he's from New York. And over the past year, he has gained nearly 650,000 followers on Instagram and 90,000 followers on his YouTube channel that he does, his makeup YouTube channel. And he's now joined the ranks of Katy Perry, Pink, Ellen, and all of the other famous celebrity cover girls. Now, he is not a celebrity. He's not super famous. Do you guys think that this is a step forward or a step backwards
For him or CoverGirl?
for CoverGirl?
I think that in this day and age, it will probably get a lot of publicity. Yeah, I think that's right. Publicity, especially with the strides that America is making and how we've evolved in the same-sex marriage and things like that, and becoming more accepting of things like this. I think that it could potentially really, really help CoverGirl, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you don't think it will? I'm sorry, Nick. You go ahead.
You're fine. No, I think situation kind of like this. Look at Caitlyn Jenner. She won Woman of the Year. A lot of people were for it. A lot of people were against it. I don't think it hurt that organization at all. I don't think it's going to hurt CoverBoy. Going back to your question, or CoverGirl. I don't think it's going to hurt CoverGirl. Going back to your question.
I mean, I really don't think it will, because there are to be like the first like main, makeup brand to be like, hey, guys can wear makeup too. I think that is really going to help them.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
I thought you were done talking.
No, I was. Go on.
I think that, I've never been like a huge supporter of it, but not gonna lie, I watch males do makeup tutorials all the time on YouTube, and they're amazing at it. And I feel that it is important to let people know that it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. If something makes you feel confident and it makes you feel easy and breezy, then you should be beautiful and be a cover girl.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's really, really awesome because like you said, there are boys on YouTube who do makeup tutorials, and I think that it's really sending the message like, hey, girls are not the only ones who wear makeup. And so I feel
My question is, do you think this could upset a lot of the female population? Because I don't know. I mean, some females out there might be used to the look of Ellen DeGeneres, or Drew Barrymore being the cover girl.
I mean, to be honest, I never pay attention to who
I don't
is
think
the
it would
cover
upset
girl.
them. Like the girls that I've talked to about it, they're like, yeah, this is so cool. This is so great. Just because, like, we're just so excited, and there are boys out there who do their makeup better than I do. And it's just, I think it's amazing, and I think it's really, really great.
As someone who does pay attention to cover girl and really likes things like that, and as a girl who is more on the conservative side, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, of course, but the more I look at it, the guy first off is beautiful. Like, he is a beautiful person. I think that in the long run, it's not going to blow up badly like some people did about Caitlyn Jenner, but I think that it could be a really good start for CoverGirl
All right.
in America.
Well, guys, after the break, we are going to have a little interview that Jacob did with the homecoming king and queen, and then a little bit later in the show, we're going to be talking about the Nearly Naked Mile, so stay right there. Hey everybody, welcome back. Our producer, Jacob Miller, went and talked to the homecoming king and queen who won over this past weekend. So,
let's take a look.
This past weekend was homecoming weekend here at Morehead State University, and I got a chance to sit down with this year's homecoming king and queen, Laren Collins and Samantha Grimes. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good on yourself.
Very good, thank you. It's such a pleasure being in the presence of royalty. So tell me about homecoming. It was just this past weekend. It was a very busy weekend for everybody. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure
Pretty exciting.
you probably could enjoy yourself with all the nerves and everything that was going on.
Yeah,
right?
it's a little
Very
nerve-wracking.
busy too.
So, kind of walk me through that day, what it was like for you.
So on that day, I'm actually a part of student programming board, so I had to do a lot of the setup because we're the ones that basically put on the activities for homecoming. So we actually had a live DJ come in from Las Vegas, which I was in charge of. So that morning, I was there at actually 7:30 to set up and get the DJ set up and running, and then had to change into a suit, and then I felt like I got to enjoy myself a little bit before the game, so trying to calm the nerves a little bit.
When I got there, I saw you running around and everything. I was like, oh, this poor guy, he's not even going to get to enjoy the day. So Sam, how was the day for you?
It was good. I got up, spent a little time with my family, and got ready, and then came to the tailgate area and got to see everybody, the Kappa Deltas and the student alumni ambassadors there that were working, things like that. Just kind of spending time with my friends and getting to see everybody on that morning, and then trying not to be like super nervous as the morning progressed, but it was a good time. So
yeah, I mean, so you have to you get there in the morning and you're waiting all day through the tailgating and shaking everyone's hands and saying hi and trying to enjoy yourself when and really you're breaking down in nerves. So they walk everyone out onto the field, and we're lined up in front of this huge crowd of everyone that's here for homecoming weekend, probably the biggest game in the entire season. And they're announcing everyone's names. And they announced your name first. So, what were you thinking?
holy crap.
Yeah,
I was pretty excited. I don't know that I knew what was happening at the time, really. To your shock.
It's all a blur.
I will tell you that it looked like everything happened a lot faster when I watched the video back, because I felt like that it was like a couple minutes before we went up there, but was more like, just instantaneously, like they found out and then we walked. So that one kind of surprised me a little bit. I was excited to see Dr. Andrews and things like that because he was so excited too. So it was just a really neat experience.
And you mentioned too that you're used to, a pageant crowning before, so how's that a little different?
Yeah, I've actually never been crowned like in a pageant. I've never even really done a pageant, but I just, seen it on TV and seen it in general. And so my advisor, Allison, was telling me earlier that she thought it was funny that I kind of like turned around and like waited for Dr. Andrews to like crown me, but that was just how I had seen it in general. So that's what I thought in my head. That's what I thought I was supposed to do.
I can attest to her excitement. I was her escort, and when they announced her name, she jumped and jerked. And thought I was going to have rotator cuff surgery. But
yanking you around.
Yeah. And so once I escorted her up there, I was like, all right, here you go, you do you.
And you should have just stayed up there. I mean, when you walked over, they should have just announced you too.
That was the weird part. It's like after I escorted her up there, I had to walk back. I was just standing there by myself. I was like, well, if I don't win, it's going to be awkward. I'm just standing here.
Yeah, definitely. So then they do announce you, and you get to walk over, and they hand you like a plethora of things.
I had a lot of things coming at me. I was excited. I don't think I was like as exuberant in my excitement as Samantha, but I kind of gave a little fist pump and just walked up there. But
yeah, definitely. So at the end of the day, some people might think that electing a homecoming king queen is kind of an antiquated practice. Some people might think it's just a popularity contest, but is there meaning behind it? I mean, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that the way that they do the homecoming process, which is a lot of students don't know exactly how the whole process works. So students are nominated through their student organization. So you have to, be someone who's a leader or very involved in their student organization to begin with, and then go through an interview process through the student programming board, and then homecoming court is selected through that process and then voted on by the student body. So I think that kind of takes that almost popularity contest stereotype out of it, as much as you have to be, you have to be like a leader on campus and very involved before you can even get to that step.
I believe it's something that a lot of people will say it's the popularity contest, but people that are on court are people that have been here 3 to 4 years. And you can make a lot of friends and a lot of enemies in the same time in those 4 years. So it's something that you've had to be a good representative of the university your entire time here. And with the whole process leading up to making court, I think they really base it on what Moorhead's motto used to be, which was much more. You have to be much more than just an academic. You have to show that how broad of a spectrum you reach in everything that you've done here on the university.
Definitely, I would agree with that 100%. And so it doesn't stop at the homecoming game or the homecoming weekend, representing the university. So what are the next steps, I guess, as royalty?
Well, just, representing Moorhead in general, and MSU as a, great university. And I think that just exemplifying the things that Moorhead stands for and the students and the representing the student body in general is, something that we're really looking forward to.
And outside of the representation, you do have a few of the physical appearances you have to make. We have to do 2 or 3 other events and interview, photo shoot things. And then next year at the homecoming game weekend, we are part of that, where we're in the parade and actually do the crowning again next year.
Good. Well, hopefully you'll get your own car, and hopefully it's not a golf cart this year.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. It was a pleasure talking to you. And there are no 2 people more deserving for these titles. So congratulations, you guys.
Thanks.
Stick around. We'll be back with more after this.
Hey guys, welcome back to What's Up. We're here today with 2 representatives from the Student and Alumni Ambassadors, Sydney Bradley and Ryan Steele. How are you guys?
It's been very good.
Good, how are you?
We're good. We're going to be talking about a premier event that Moorhead holds. Do you want to ask them about that?
Yeah, for sure. So Ryan, you know about it. You were telling me earlier that you're a freshman, but the Nearly Naked Mile, it's a premier event every single year. All upperclassmen know about it. So talk about exactly what it is,
Of course. So the Nearly Naked Mile is like a fun run that we host here on campus where people come nearly naked, and it's to raise awareness about people who don't have coats and in the winter, and how some people go cold because they don't have coats.
So what does the outfit actually entail? Are you like
what people wear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a wide variety of things that people wear. Some people literally come in their underwear, and that's it. Some people like to dress up, wear like cat suits, like some funny different things. But yeah, most people come nearly naked.
And Sydney, the coats, they go to a great cause, right?
They do. They go to Round County Youth Service Center, and they also go to the Career Center here in Moorhead. The dressier coats will go to the Career Center, and then every other thing else will go to the Youth Service Center.
So just to be clear with that, like, you don't have to bring this heavy, big jacket. It can be like a sport coat.
We
or
also
like a
accept
jacket.
like a bundle of clothes if you don't have a jacket at the time. So there's a lot for when it comes to registration and how you can even be in this race.
So elaborate on that. How do you sign up and where do you go and what's the cost for that?
All it takes is you just bring your coat or your bundle of clothes, and registration is actually done at the race. The race is on October 27th, which is next Thursday, and all you do is bring your nearly naked body, or you can even wear clothes, and you just bring your coat, and registration is actually done at where it starts, which is going to be a Laughlin gym this time. And you just give that, and you're automatically registered.
And Ron, you have participated in it, I would say, the past couple of years.
Of course.
Talk about, how much fun do people have doing it, your experience with it?
Yeah, so it's a great amount of fun. People come out, like she said, for registration at 7:30, and the race doesn't actually start until 8:30. So people show up. We have all kinds of activities, things to do, and so everyone from campus is there having fun, and then they all run the race together. There are a lot of social organizations that come, and they all run together. So it's just a really fun night that we raise awareness and for a great cause.
I know a lot of girls in my sorority like to go to it, and I know that they are actually planning on going next Thursday. And they always have such a good time, but I'm not a fan of running. But maybe I'll just go and donate some clothes.
Well, you don't have to love running. And that's a great point that you bring up. If you want to bring a coat to donate, you'll get a T-shirt in exchange for that, and you don't have to run.
Awesome.
But the admission to run the race is to bring a coat. And a great tip, if you don't have a coat at your dorm or at home that you want to bring, you can go to Goodwill and get one fairly inexpensively and bring for the race.
Wow.
And student alumni ambassadors, they do things for the community all throughout the year. But how nice is it for you all, especially leaders and student alumni ambassadors, to get out there, get to help out the community and do something great for them?
It's very wonderful. As philanthropy chair, I think this is a great experience for us, and especially for the freshmen that are just coming in that are part of SAA. They get a lot of experience with organizing everything, and me, as when I came in as a freshman, I really understood that I wanted to be philanthropy chair because of this event.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about this last thing. Nearly Naked Mile, is it actually a mile? How long is it?
It's fairly close to a mile.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to feel definitely, even if it's over, it's still going to feel like a mile.
I wonder how the weather is going to hold up. If it's going to be warm or chilly. Do you do it rain or shine?
I haven't looked at the weather, but hopefully it'll be great. Hopefully it won't be too cold. But if it is, that's all part of the cause, to get people to understand that if you don't have a coat, this is how cold it's going to be. And so that's why we ask people to run nearly naked. And it's at night, so they know what it feels like to not have a coat in the winter.
That's really awesome.
Well, next Thursday you can check that out. It's going to be a great time. Kenzie's going to be there, right?
I might appear with a coat.
Yeah. It's going to be a fantastic time. Stick around after this. We're going to dig in some of our co-hosts' Facebook pages way, way, way back. It should be interesting. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. As we know, social media is the new big thing everywhere you go. Everyone's on Instagram now. Everybody's on Twitter. Everybody is especially on Facebook. In fact, Facebook started in about 2004, and that means most of us here at the desk, we were kids when we got Facebook, which is a really scary thought considering knowing what Facebook is now.
Yeah.
I didn't get Facebook until I was 16.
I was in 5th grade and I begged my mother to have one, and now that we're doing this, I kind of wish she would have said no for the 20th time.
Honestly, I don't remember ever making my Facebook. It's just there, and I get on it.
I got Facebook. I went over to my friend's house, And he made me a Facebook page, and my mom was so mad. So mad. And you know, understandably so, because she pretty much called the future. Facebook is a mess now. But anyway, we decided to have a little bit of fun and go back on some of my co-hosts' Facebook pages for a good old Throwback Thursday. So it should be interesting. They've been waiting for this moment all week. I've made sure that they didn't delete anything. It's all still there.
I didn't even think about doing that. You're gonna read
No,
the status.
nobody.
You are not our friend.
Nobody here at this desk ever thought that the stuff they posted in 2009, 2010ish would ever wind up here. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to read the status, and it's up to us to determine who
My face is already getting red.
made the Facebook status.
Oh,
Okay. All right. First one. This was posted on November 21st, 2011. You going to pull those pistols or whistle Dixie?
That's Kinsey.
Yeah, that sounds like something.
That was
Kinsey would say.
totally not me.
It's not me.
I've never heard of that in my life. It's totally Ricky.
Is it me?
Ricky G. Nelson posted that on November 21st, 2011. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You're going to pull those pistols or whistle
I would
Dixie?
never post something like that.
It's from a Clint Eastwood movie.
But you didn't know what that was.
All right.
I know the quote. I don't remember typing it. Oh, I'm embarrassed.
So this was posted on November 11th, 2011. Okay. Here it is. And speaking of Facebook, this is very ironic. In all caps, I freaking missed 11/11 because I was on stupid Facebook. Shoot me now. OMG.
That was me because
that was
my
Kinsey.
boyfriend and I were always like, I wish they'd forever be mine on 11/11 or something stupid. That was
It's totally
totally
11/11, in case you guys didn't know.
11/11 is obviously what? You make a wish.
You make a wish.
Right?
I don't know why,
11/11/11, and it's funny because I remember my mom texted me saying it's 11/11/11. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Any regrets on that one?
Oh, of course.
So lame.
Okay, this is personally one of my favorites. The next one, here we go.
Oh, no.
This was posted on May 14th, 2009. Is really upset with the Smallville season finale. Gotta make me some pizza rolls.
Yeah, that's Ricky.
That's
I never
Ricky.
watched
That's
Smallville.
hardcore Ricky.
Ricky, and I just want to say, it is Ricky, and I just want to say, Ricky had about 5 or 6 statuses in a row about pizza rolls. Every single one of them.
I'm obsessed.
It's
you
okay.
guys.
While you were making statuses about him, I was eating.
What was it with pizza rolls?
I don't know. I got this on this pizza roll kick because I was lazy and they were super easy to make. So I just
Every
go turn
kid
the oven
goes through
on
it.
and put some pizza rolls in there. Watch
Ranch.
some Smallville because Superman's my favorite. That's
Pizza
Smallville.
and ranch.
No.
Yeah,
gross.
I did my
No.
pizza rolls and not
And-
cheese.
Next one, ready? Here we go. Actually, Eminem, I'm the real Slim Shady.
That's you.
Is it Alexis?
Or Alexis.
No.
Is it Alexis?
I don't think so.
That is me, because I am the real Slim Shady.
Oh.
Yes.
You want to drop a rap for us right now?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Please stand up.
Wow.
That was really good, right? Okay, this is a good one. This might be our last one here. Dear favorite American Eagle jeans. This was on December 8th, 2010. I'm sorry my butt is a little too big for you now, but I forgive you for suffocating me because you're so cute and I really want to wear you.
It's
Ricky.
Kinsey or Ricky.
My butt was
It's
not
not
that
me.
big.
I don't wear American Eagle.
That's not something I would have said.
I have no idea who it is.
Kinsey. Kinsey.
That was Kinsey Thompson.
Kinsey.
I do not. Someone hacked my Facebook. There's no way.
Years ago.
And here's the interesting thing about it is that Alexis, I got on her Facebook page. Alexis made a Facebook page but never posted on it.
Yeah, I still don't post it.
So you're going to be very good 20 years from now, and all of us are going to
I'm
completely
trying to remember if
regret
my
it.
mother slapped me in the face for saying that.
Oh
that
my
was a really
Now,
good
my
one.
Twitter has some really embarrassing things on it, so.
Well, I knew it took a lot of courage to play that game with me. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are such great sports.
We'll be looking for a new co-host, if you guys were wondering.
Yes.
Nick is fired. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. We love Nick, and we had a lot of fun, and we hope you guys had a lot of fun too. So, join us next week, and make sure you always stop to listen to
What's Up?
Oh.